I got off work at Hardee's around 7 o'clock, and I was 16 years old. And my best friend at the time, Valerie, who, of course, is the quiet best friend, who is the troublemaker, but everyone always thinks it's you because you're the loud one. Yeah. Thank you. So she's like, you're not going home yet. And I'm like, what do you mean? This is in Valley City. Oh, funny when they had Hardee's. But she's like, I have a double date planned. I'm like, a double date? It's like a Wednesday, you know? And she's always up to this stuff. I'm like, okay, what high school are they from? And she's like, I don't know. I didn't really ask them that. I'm like, this is small town. Like, we're from a small town 20 miles south of there. And I'm like, okay, what do you know about these guys? Well, I don't know. It was newspaper dating. She was older than me. We were in the same grade. I was younger in my grade, and she was older. So she was 18. And I'm like, what? Oh, okay, so what do you know about him with the newspaper dating? Like, and she's like, well, they're really, really nice guys, and he's going to bring a friend for you. And I'm like, oh, wow, this is going to be fun. We're going to meet at the park. So now it's kind of getting dark now, and I didn't bring a change of clothes, so I'm still in my Hardee's uniform. Wearing my, 10 hemp necklaces, and just awesome. And it's getting nightfall. That's when you go to a park. I mean, we learned this the hard way. This is where it starts. So we have, 3 Boone's Farms that my friend already had ready for the night. And we meet these guys at the park. And I'm looking at her like, How old are you guys? And they're like, 22, 25. How old are you? 18. Like, I wasn't going to totally lie. Like, actually, oh my gosh, you guys, I didn't say my age then. Oh, okay. So she already told them we were in our 20s. Yeah, and then the cops pull up. And they whip the Boone's Farm bottles. And it's dark, so we're like, oh, phew, maybe they won't see. Who's at the park at like 8:30? I mean, it was dark, and we're sitting on this picnic table, and of course their flashlights are going in the vicinity, and and so they find the Boone's Farm, and they come up, and they're like, how old are you? And I say, I'm 18, and the guy's face is like, oh my God, this is not gonna end well. And I was freaking out. They take me in the back and I actually wasn't drinking. I didn't tell you, so I didn't get a chance to drink yet. It was really, because it was so fast that they pulled up, and so I'm like, I don't drink, and my friend was like, I don't drink either. So blow on this, and wow, she's not lying. I'm like, yeah, I wasn't lying. And then he's like, okay, how old are you? I'm in the back of the car, I'm like, I'm 16. Why'd you lie to me? Well, these guys are in their 20s, and I don't know, I didn't want to. What? It's like, like that helps, 18. So then I'm freaking out. I just feel bad that I lied, and I just fessed up right away. And he's like, "It's okay." And I think he was really nice to me because I didn't lie about the drinking, which I think he totally, thought I was totally lying because I blew and it was fine. And so you think it would end there? So I was the first busted. So the night keeps going. We go to the cop station, and they're like, "Well," and the guys left. Of course, I've never seen them after that, but. So they left. So we're at the cab station, me and my girlfriend, and they're like, well, we have to call your mother. And I'm like, why? Well, we have to ask her if it's okay for you to drive your friend home. Please don't call her. No, it's okay. You weren't drinking, and it's, oh God, please don't call her. My friend's like, don't call her. Please don't call her mom. Call my mom. Like, tell her, call anybody's mom. They're laughing at me. Oh, and my mom at the time worked nights in Valley City, so she was already at work. I'm like, oh my God, you got to call her at work. This is her number. She's in town. And I'm like, literally, this is the bad part. Not the cops, not the back of the cop car. This is the moment. So I'm sitting there and I'm waiting, and they're like, Mrs. Champagne. Yeah, that's her last name. So anyways, I know, just coincidence, weird and sorry, but Mrs. Champagne, this is the cops, We have your daughter here. Keep her there! I don't fucking care! No! Keep her overnight! I don't know where they're at! No! And they're looking at me, they're like, sorry, oh my God. The cop who is a stern guy, And I'm like, it's okay, I get this all the time. And I'm like, bawling, and he's like, what the, But as she's still screaming on the other line, and he's like, you don't understand. No, everything's okay. No, she's really good. She's a good girl. Nothing's happened tonight. And okay, never mind. We don't. She was fine. And he literally hung up on her screaming. And he's like, we're just gonna have you drive your friend home. And so that was my second. But yeah, that's it. But what a messed up. My mom, crazy.